Welcome, friend. Glad to see you again. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you a brand new method to instantly and completely dissolve all of your judgments towards any person, any place, or any experience that's happening in real time. The moment that you speak these intentions out loud, you will tangibly feel the energy of those judgments dissolving out of your physical body. You will tangibly see the situation in an entirely new light when you are free from those judgmental energies, obfuscating your view of the truth that's right in front of you, which is that nothing bad is happening. The person didn't do anything wrong. Your life is ultimately a dream. It's a projection, a hologram of your consciousness that's continuously mirroring back to you what it is that you believe about yourself. No one can do you wrong and no one can do you harm. These are just ideas that live inside of the mind. And when the mind is running the show and it's believing that so and so is an asshole, so and so did that wrong, it shouldn't be like this, it should be different, all that's happening is that an idea, a believed thought, is causing a contraction inside of your body and distorting your vision so that you see through a lens of fear instead of having your heart open to be able to resonate and create the life that you want through love. So, if you want to dissolve your judgments, here's how you can do it. Very simply, this process doesn't take time. You just speak these intentions sincerely and watch what happens in your experience. So let's imagine for a moment that there's someone in your life that you've been holding on to some judgment to. Maybe it's your sister, maybe it's your mother, maybe it's an old friend. Let's just call this friend Jake. And Jake did something bad and wrong, and you hate him, and Jake, you can never forgive Jake because he's so bad and wrong. How could he? But you know that you really want to forgive him, and it would make a lot more sense to let go of these judgments than hold on to them. So let's begin the actual process. I call this the presenting practice. First, we say out loud, present all perceived errors in Jake. And the moment that you say that, present all perceived errors in whatever the name of the person is, whatever the situation is. It could be perceived errors in my business, perceived errors in how I show up, perceived errors in Sally, perceived errors in my marriage, perceived errors in XYZ. Okay? Present all perceived errors in whatever. You will tangibly feel and experience the contractions of your body holding on to all of those beliefs and all of those judgments. When all of these energies are in the field of your awareness, now you can make the free will choice to let them go instantly. Doesn't have to take time, doesn't take hard work, doesn't take a 30 years of Ho'oponopono forgiveness practice. Here's how you do it. Just say the words out loud. Present all this energy to source. And you can use whatever word for the infinite, eternal, I am consciousness that is the origin, the source of all light and energy and love and everything in the universe. Some people use the word Christ. Some people use the word source. Some people use the word God. In this video, to appeal to most people, I'm just going to use the word source. So you say out loud, present all to source. Right? So again, that first intention, present all perceived errors in XYZ. There it is. You can feel it. You're present with the contractions. Present all to source. Ta-da! Gone. You're free. And just notice how you feel lighter. Notice that you can look at the situation differently through clearer eyes that are no longer seeing through the lens of those judgments. Now, the ego has the power, has the ability to be pretty tricky. And so you might try this intention as well and see if it results in an additional clearing that's beneficial for you. Present all hidden and protected perceived errors in XYZ. Present all hidden and protected perceived errors in my relationship with so and so. Present all to source. That was easy. Cool. You see, your ego has the ability to essentially fight against your present moment intention to be free. The ego has a bag of tricks up its sleeve. One of those mechanisms is to hide the full scope of energy from you so that you can't dissolve all of it, so that you hold on to some vestige of the belief, some vestige of the resentment, some vestige of the judgment. But through intention, you can just encapsulate all of that energy and bring it into the light of your awareness and then dissolve it completely by presenting it to Christ, by presenting it to Source, by presenting it to God. In the moment that that energy is presented to Source, it just dissolves. It doesn't take any extra effort on your part. It doesn't take any hard work. You're free from that. So I invite you to take this and use it as a regular practice to begin undoing the countless hundreds or thousands of judgments that you've been holding in your heart against your fellow brothers and sisters, against God's creations, and most importantly, against yourself. Because the whole external reality that we seem to be battling against and triggered by is ultimately just a projection from your own consciousness. It's a mirror. And your reality mirror can only reflect back to you what it is that you ultimately believe about yourself. Nobody can do you any wrong that you haven't first done wrong to yourself. So, if it feels right in your heart, you might say these words out loud too. I forgive myself completely for all judgments against myself. I forgive myself completely for all judgments against myself. I forgive myself completely for all judgments against myself. And notice how that feels. Have a great day, guys. See you next time.